Welcome to Tarot Tuesday with the fabulous Michele Tell, and my name is Rainey. I'm a generational psychic medium, have a master's degree in clinical behavioral psychology that I use in my business practice. I have seen dead people since birth. My website is spiritacademy.net, and go on there, take a look. I've got a lot of free things to offer you. Also, Michele Tell, her website is The Signs of Tarot, and we look forward to giving you the predictions for the week ahead. I also want to talk about real quickly about free will. You know, horoscopes are there to guide you, help you. They are not written in stone. When I read people, I read energy, and I read the current energy, and it only goes so far, and that's where that free will comes in. When we give you these tips, these techniques, and things to look for during this time and the week ahead, and we also have a lot of planetary stuff going on. I'm going to talk about that in a minute. But when we give you this guidance, it's for your highest and best. It's from spirit. It's intuitive. It is always from those universal energies, that oneness to guide you. And there are times in our life when we get this information, that's where we put that fork in the road. Do we go left or do we go right? And that's the free will. And that's where you can change the energy. That's what my prayer is for you today, is that you take this guidance, look for those forks in the road, and make your strongest decision. Go up into your higher self, which is your soul, which will never lead you astray or guide you in the wrong path. Listen to your gut check. That's your solar plexus. That's that beautiful yellow color. Make sure it's not muddy. Make sure it's clear. Do those gut checks. Listen to what spirit is guiding you, what your soul is guiding you to do. And these techniques and these tips and the look ahead, these predictions, you can make a difference in your life. So in a minute, I'm going to talk about those planetary changes and what we're going to discuss. And the card of the week that is the energy surrounding each and every astrological sign is the Death card. And the Death card is really not something to be feared. You know, a lot of people fear this Death card. It's so crazy. You know, they think it's a messenger of impending death, literally death. No, sometimes it's death of an old belief system, death of an old relationship that doesn't serve your highest and best. It could be a habit that needs to be changed. Death is a wonderful thing. Death are endings, they're change, they're transition, transformation. It's like that fork in the road where I can decide this change. Do I want to make this change? And another thing that the Death card, now this is Sawyer's Path Tarot, my favorite deck, and from the Rider-Waite deck. When you see this card, it can also mean resistance to that change, the law of resistance. And I want you to look up the law of non-resistance. There's a wonderful book out there. It's way before The Secret ever came into fruition. It's called Working with the Law by Raymond Hollywell. It's the original secret. It's the original universal laws. And the law of non-resistance is in there, and it's phenomenal. It will help you through this challenging time. It also means personal transformation and inner purging, which is a wonderful thing. When you purge something, it allows for new things to come in. So stay tuned. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about all the lunar energies that have been surrounding us since May and for the next 4 months. It has to do with the lunar eclipse in May, the Ring of Fire eclipse that we just recently had, and Mercury retrograde. Don't fear the retrograde. So all of these lunar energies that we're feeling this week kicks off with a Saturn-Uranus square on Monday. And you know, it's a really rare alignment. This is the second so far of 2021. You think 2020 was a little bit wonky doodly? Well, 2021 is us coming out of this wonky doodly. I don't know why I said that. But what I love about this is this may feel like you're coming out of that dark cloud, which is a beautiful thing. And, you know, sometimes when you go through these transitions, some people call it shadow work. I call it going inwards, that inner purging, and you look inwards and see what doesn't serve you. And you literally do a life review, and you just kind of acknowledge these belief systems and let them go. There's a wonderful book that will help you do that. It's called, oh my goodness, The Untethered Soul by Michael Singer. Get that book. The last 3 chapters are so releasing. But it can be a very particularly difficult week, and this is all because of this ring of fire, lunar eclipse, and Mercury coming up to that, oh, what do they call it? It's a conjunction point. So I want you to load up all of your hopes and dreams, have faith, and start deciding what you want to aspire to, because this is the week to do that. I don't want you to feel like it's a dark cloud. It's ending that cycle, and Mercury is like at that point where it's going to start to come down, and we're just going to ride the roller coaster. We're just going to ride it through. It tells us that the world doesn't stand still, and I don't want you to stand still either and fear Mercury retrograde and just kind of go into your cocoon, go into yourself. No, I want you to start living. So when we talk about each individual astrological sign, be aware of that. And also, what else? I want you to just breathe through it. Concentrate on breathing in and breathing out. Center yourself. Be in the present moment. Be in the present moment. You can't be in the past. I don't want you to be too far into the future. Be present so you don't miss a thing. Michele and I will be with you shortly in 3, 2, 1. Well. Hello, everybody on YouTube. Hi, Michele. Welcome.
How are you?
I'm so good. You look fantastic.
You know, it's just been such a great week. I mean, you were speaking about the energy surge between the lunar eclipse and the solar eclipse, and I cannot tell you the physical change I have felt this last week. And I got a call from somebody I got a note from somebody I went to kindergarten with, who I have not spoken to for 45 years, who said, "Why do I feel amazing?" There was like a flip of a switch. Can you explain to me? It was like out of the blue, I heard from an old friend. It's just been an incredible week for sure.
Well, what I love about this is a year of transition and a break from all those old traditional ways. And for me, the glass is always half full. Michele, tell us a little bit about yourself, where we can find you. And then I want to let everybody know we have a great giveaway. We're not giving away anything this week, but we have a great giveaway where you have a live reading with Michele and I. So go on to my Instagram page at Spirit Academy with Rainey. All of the information is posted there, how you could get in on the great giveaway for Tarot Tuesdays. So Michele, take it away. Tell us about you, where we can find you.
Fantastic. My name is Michele Tell, and I'm an intuitive tarot reader right here in Las Vegas. You can find me at www.thesignsoftarot.com. I also have my own YouTube channel called thesignsoftaro.com. And I'm just excited to be a part of this. Rainey is my mentor. I took a series of her medium classes, her intuitive classes, her ghost classes. I mean, we just have become very close over the last few years. And if you ever get a chance to take one of the classes from Rainey, please. It really changed my life, and I know it'll change yours as well. I got to plug my Instagram because I'm having a lot of fun with it. What really got me into tarot.
Please do. Where can we find you on Instagram?
Just at Signs of Tarot, but it's just a lot of fun. I take a lot of photos of nature, restaurants, retail, art. I just take real life photography and I compare them as if I was reading tarot. And right now I have a really funky series going on. I'm taking super popular albums from the 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s, and I'm reading the album cover art as if it's a tarot card. I've gotten a lot of response worldwide from it, so it's just kind of fun. So check it out at Signs of Tarot.
You guys have to check that out because it's absolutely incredibly cool, intuitive. It will blow your mind. I'm not just saying that. Michele has a way of taking real world and let me tell you, she's one of the most talented readers I've ever been around. I say that authentically and honestly. She's amazing and she tells it like it is, and that's what I love about her. So let's hit it. Let's start with Aries.
I'm so excited.
I want to say shout out Grace, shout out Gail, shout out Nika. Thank you guys for joining us. Post your questions here and we'll answer them as we can. So let's go. Okay. Aries.
Aries. Okay, you know what's fun? I'm using a whole bunch of decks today. I got a shout out. I'm using the Affirminators again because it's just a really fun deck and it's such a great positive energy right now. I'm using the Crystal Visions deck. I'm also using my very first tarot card deck I may have gotten 25 years ago, Golden Tarot. And it's just a really different, this was a very difficult deck to learn tarot on. This is not somebody's, this should not be someone's first deck, but it was my first deck. And let me tell you, if there was a fire in my house, not putting that out there, this is what I would take. This
And
is
what's
just
the
one
name of the
those
deck
tarot
again?
rooms.
What
It's
is it?
The Golden Tarot.
I've never heard of it, but it looks phenomenal. But there's a lot of symbolism in there, and I can understand why it would be a difficult deck. And today I'm using the Death card from the Major Arcana. Don't fear the Death card. It doesn't literally mean death, just like I said in our intro. So this is the energy surrounding all of us. And I'm using Sora's Path because I can't get enough of her beautiful artwork, and the Raider Waite, just the regular one. So Aries, let's go.
Writer's voice the bear. All right, Aries, we're going to dive in. We're going to start with love. I'm going to use Crystal Vision for love, and then I'm going to use the Golden Tarot for career. So, well, it doesn't start off better than this. King of Wands, Aries, a whole new passionate person coming into your life. Oh, wait, we're starting off with love. Yeah, a whole new passionate person coming into your life. The King of Wands is all about passion, period. So even though I'm reading for love right now, we have to have a love and a zest for life. We have to have a love for what we do. And it's really telling me intuitively, and this is kind of going into the career thing, that if you don't love what you do, we spend 40, 50, 60, sometimes 70 hours a week doing what we do. You've got to figure out a way to find how to love what you do or change what you're doing to something that you love. But the King of Wands, if you are single, somebody who's very stable may be coming into your life this week, whether girl or guy, king or queen, it really doesn't matter. We all possess feminine and masculine traits. So whenever a king comes out, I call it a king because it's on the card, but it really doesn't matter. And you see how calm he is, how he has tamed the lion. The King of Wands is all about knowing who he or she is and where they're going. So if you are single, this has a potentiality of coming into your life this week. If you're in an existing relationship, reward your spouse with love, extra attention this week. Reward your significant other, your boyfriend, girlfriend, if you're living with somebody. Let them know how you appreciate them. They're standing in their power right now, and I just think that would be a good thing to do.
Yeah, and what I love about this energy surrounding that card is, you're being shown how to treat each new day, each new romance as if it were a long lost dear friend. Sometimes you've got to work to rekindle that romance, and you've got a lot of astrological energy surrounding you right now, Aries, and it's working overtime to liberate you from those old heavy emotions that no longer serve you. So remember that in love. It's very important. Let's go to career.
I'm excited. Okay, I pulled two cards out. I hope that my glare is not so bad there.
Oh, I can see it. Oh my gosh.
The Four of Wands and the Two of Swords. So I'm just ride with me on this one, Aries. Understanding that the job that you're at right now has the potentiality of being the most stable place in the world. The Four of Wands, the 1111 card, but it's really discussing in the world of career and employment, the four legs of a table, keep it from not wobbling, keep it sturdy. The place that you're at right now in your job could have the potential of being super sturdy, but that's up to you. The Two of Swords is always about making decisions on how you handle things, how you discuss things, how you communicate. Swords are all about intellect and communication. So this is always a choice how to view things in my mind for this. So for those of you who are currently employed in a job questioning, is this a place I need to be? Well, absolutely. And I want you to really go into this week and this work week thinking this job could have some serious permanence. How can I make it the best place ever?
I love that because really your worries is your intuition, your gut check, your solar plexus, trying to give you messages, showing you that, are you on the right path? You need to listen to it, especially when it comes to career. And even with the Death card, for me, I love the Death card, especially in career, because any change is a welcome change. And I don't want you to worry about that change because you really are in your perfect place. It's a positive cleansing. It's like transformational energy in your work life. So maybe it's just a perception that you're You're perceiving. I want you to just get out of your human existence, get out of your head, go to your gut and trust your gut.
Rainey, can you put that card back up again, the death card that was just in your hand? I just always want to say, whenever I read personal readings, and I do that a lot, whenever that card flips over, like you said before, everyone's like, what, am I going to die? The death card is, like you said, complete transformation. But what is synonymous in every death card, no matter what deck, is the fact that you are riding towards the sun. And the sun in the world of tarot is all about clarity and abundance. So just know when you transform, it's because your path is supposed to take you onto the place you're supposed to go with clarity and abundance. So there will always be a sun within the death card, you know, talking about the future looks extremely bright if you ride into it with a clear set of mind. I just wanted to share that.
I love that you did, because Grace, this is for you. I really feel that you need to start trusting your gifts. You are gifted, and it takes a lot of trust. Listen to that, get out of your human mind, because it will F you up every time. So let's go on to Taurus.
All right, Taurus, I'm pulling this for love. And you know,
wow,
we've had a deep dive on this card, the Tower card. Check out how beautiful this card is, Rainey.
I love that deck. I'm so jelly.
All right, let's talk about both elements of love with the Tower. Okay, with the Tower, sometimes means a change that you weren't ready for, that you weren't looking at, that the universe comes in and makes a change. So in the love relationship, can this mean we're breaking up out of the blue? Can this mean that somebody that I'm with for a long time makes a change in their life? Sometimes this is also a sudden move that may break up a relationship because somebody had to move out of state. I just want to prepare you from that world. But this is all universally guided. When the Tower comes in, it's basically God, the hand of the universe, higher source, whoever your higher source is, coming in and saying, I have given you red flags. I've tried to show you the way. I've tried to give you intuition. I've tried to give you downloads. I now have to take matters into my own hands, says the universe, because you are not on the right given path that you're supposed to be on. This is a universal change in your life where it comes to love and relationships. Not going to be done by you, going to be done by the universe, because you probably are not with the partner you're supposed to be with for the rest of your life. Now, on the flip side, it's also the universe bringing change in your life. And if you're single and have been single for a long time, get prepared. The universe is finally going to bring you your soulmate, the person that you've been waiting for, the person that connects with you mind, body, and heart, the person that you can completely communicate with. So again, the Tower is sudden, impactful change directed by the universe. And that's not always negative. So I just want to share that.
No, I love that. It's not always negative. And I want you to be more gentle with yourself, Taurus, because you are that bold. You are rough on yourself, and you are doing your best under the circumstances surrounding this event. You know, you have a sense that these days that you don't trust what you feel. I want you to really get in touch with your intuitive side, because you don't really know how you feel. And that's okay. But I just want you to know that for me, the Tower is tearing things down so that you can rebuild for a better future. That's all I'm saying. You know, the Death card, change is good. Do not fear the change, especially during these transitional lunar cycles. Let's go to career. Do we have any Tauruses out there? Let me do a shout out to Dream Warrior 999. Thank you for joining us. And Wendy Marabella, we love your support. Thank you guys for joining us. So Taurus career.
I pulled out two, which is kind of nice. We got the Ace of Pentacles, means A, a promotion is coming your way. B, the job offer that you're hoping for is coming your way. Okay. Page of Pentacles, so we got another Pentacles. Okay, so both of these absolutely are giving me the feeling that if you are unemployed right now and looking, a job that you could really sink your teeth into is on its way. If you are currently employed, there's a potential promotion. Eyes are on you right now. Okay, and if you are in a position that you have to do a lot of charts, accounting, a lot of money, a lot of numbers, if there's a lot of computer work, it's just telling me to make sure we're still retrograding, to make sure that you come up with the right answers, make sure that it's perfect, because all eyes are on you right now. And whether or not this promotion is happening this week, your company is setting up a new structure. This promotion can take place in the next 6 months, not this week, but right now is when they are brewing, putting together the new structure, and you're being considered for it.
And I want you to just be gentle again with yourself, Taurus, because I want you to understand that there's a lot of room for celebration. You just have to be patient. And when Michele talks about being very detailed and make sure that you check and double check your work, it doesn't mean worrying about it. It just means walk away for a minute and then come back, because you, Taurus, sometimes tend to get in your head. And I don't want you to resist, quit, look up the law of non-resistance. I want you to trust that your future is looking better than ever, much to your surprise. So just be gentle. Let's move on to Gemini, right?
Love, Gemini. I gotta show you this. The Knight of Pentacles. Now we all know knights are forward movement and pentacles are messages, but this is the slowest knight in the deck. So if you have been waiting for somebody to come into your life, they're finally making their way to you. This card always reminds me of somebody from your childhood or past coming into your life. It's all about a very long cycle of bringing this person to you. This is not someone you met online a week ago and you're finally going out for a date. This has been a long time coming. Something has been built coming towards you this week, Gemini, and that's quite exciting. The Knight of Pentacles is one of the most solid messages out there. You can rest assured that when this person comes into your life, this person is solid, has their shit together, is smart, and not only that, really communicates. I think that this is a perfect thing for somebody who's been waiting for their soulmate. And this could be somebody from your past coming in, because it's the slowest knight in the deck. And that doesn't mean a year. It could be years and years and years, but this is on your way, Gemini, and it's really going to be a beautiful connection.
What I worry about, Gemini, is that you're not going to see it when it comes, because you are seeing with your eyes and your human existence mind. Get out of your mind, get out of your ego, put your ego in the closet, name your ego. Mine is Bob. And when I know that Bob is in my way, I put him in the closet. And then I want you to purge those old feelings and any baggage that are going to get in your way from you actually seeing. So ask Spirit, show me when this beautiful human comes to me. Show me, ask to see.
As well as I know you, I never knew your ego was named Bob. I will have to
It's not Robert or Dick either. It's Bob.
All right, Gemini, let's talk about career. I'm going to use my Golden Tarot, my first tarot deck. It just means so much to me. The Chariot. The Chariot is all about stampeding ahead with balance, existence, and being in the present moment. The Chariot is all about forward movement, but it's also about travel. You may be getting a job offer that may take you away from your current home, keeping it real. And it's going to be a shock to you. And it's going to be, who knows if you're married with kids, if you're in a stable place, it's going to be a definite decision. But just know the Chariot is fantastic. Now, another idea for the Chariot is also a change in the way you think. Okay, this is my card that says, okay, one day you're Jewish and the next day you change to Buddhist. One day you are vegetarian and the next day you want to try meat. This is a change and an impactful change that you run forward to. It's a major arcana, so it's being universally driven for you. But this is moving forward in a job, so I'm excited for you for that.
I love that. I love those cards.
I know. I don't even know where I got this deck. It may be 30 years old.
Oh my God, we may have to go on eBay or something and find them. But dear Gemini, will you show that card again? Because I agree with career, because there's some big decisions that need to be made. I love that card. There's a lot of red there. I need you to be grounded in the moment, because with all of this Saturn and Uranus, Mercury retrograde, ring of fire, eclipse, it's trying to give you assurance that you're not going to be let down. But again, Gemini, you're two different people. So I need you to merge those two different energies together, root it very deeply in Mother Earth, ground in Mother Earth so that you can be more present, because all you need to know that everything is working for your highest and best, and it's going to come to light, but it's not your timing, it's divine timing. The timing is coming your way. So be more peaceful.
I would like to add one other thing to this particular deck. Not all Chariot cards look alike. It's one of the cards in the tarot deck that they really change up for artistic expression. but it does have a black and a white horse, which is part of the traditional Rider-Waite. You know, black and white horses, it's always about choices, and your choice for you to move forward, turn left or turn right, is always in your hand. I know Rainey spoke about free will when we opened up our segment here, but it's all about free will. The other thing I want to mention about this card is the red draping that Rainey brought up. What I am seeing in a lot of my personal readings this week is everybody seems to be on stage, and that reminds me of being on stage. Look at me. So especially in the workplace, you know, things are opening up. People are being hired again. Even if you were at a job for 20 years and you shut down for a year and a half for COVID and you're back there, just know that people are looking at you and looking at the collective very differently and looking to see, who are we going to keep with our job? Who are we going to let go? So you're back at almost square one, even if you've been with a company. So I always want you to put your best foot forward.
I love that. And I want to kind of bring the death card in again real quick, because there's a lot of meaningful change coming your way, but you're resisting it. So I want you to look up the law of non-resistance, and I want you to feel it, know it, and accept it into your being. So let's move forward with Cancer. Dun, dun, dun. Cancer love. Oh, look at that. We've had a lot of purple in love.
Two of Wands. Two passions, two choices, torn between two lovers, or torn between loving yourself and continuing a relationship that somebody may not be treating you well, keeping it raw, keeping it real. This is torn between two decisions of passion. So it's not only there's two people in your life, you have options, you need to make a choice. It could also be making a choice if there's nobody in your life, to going online or getting out and meeting people. But there's a choice with passion. And, you know, whenever, I love these cards because not all of them have dragons, but this one does. And that tells me when you make this choice, you're going to move forward in that choice extremely ferocious. Like, you're making this decision and you're sticking by this decision, and that's it. But there's going to be a choice between love, or a choice between loving you and loving the person you're with. And God willing, you need to pick yourself.
Absolutely. You come first, and you cannot live for someone else. You have to live for you. Cancer, denying your true feelings and desires is a form of suppression, and it's really suppressing your energetic existence. So again, don't resist this change. That's where I've got to bring in the death card again. You have got to transform, and you've got to let go of the past, and you can't worry about anybody else. You have to put your heart and love and desires first. Cancer, you don't always do that.
Pull that card back up. Pull that card back up if you wouldn't mind. Awesome. You know, Cancer, you see there that the death is marching on, and it appears to be children in there. It's just talking about making sure your priorities are set right, getting out of your ego and making sure your priorities are set correct and right for the greater good. And that's also what that card means in the Rider-Waite, because it's marching right past children, and it's making that decision for you to prioritize.
It is. And when mom, you're okay, or dad, when you're okay, your children know that, and everything, your energy reflects, and it's like that domino effect. Everything will start to fall perfectly down around you. So don't forget that. Don't ever, I love that you pointed this out. You cannot stay for the wrong reasons. Don't deny your true feelings.
Now, where were we? We're Cancer.
Cancer career.
Beautiful. 10 of Pentacles. More money, more money, more money. More investment opportunities, better benefit package. Really being recognized for your worth. I mean, really being recognized for your worth. I mean, whatever you do for a living, whatever you do for your job, the 10 of Pentacles is actually more money, a promotion, recognizing you, recognizing your team. This could be a national promotion. Whenever I get the 10 of Pentacles, it's also social media recognition. So what a beautiful card in the world. Pentacles are about money, stability, and here you have the 10. It doesn't get better than the 10 of Pentacles when we talk about work.
Oh my gosh, career, no. But again, the death card reminds you, you need to take your power back. Don't let anybody steal your power in work, in love, anywhere. And Gemini or Cancer, I just feel that especially in work, don't let them take your power, because that's just going to boost you and protect you and give you more strength to shine. Keep shining your light is my tag sign for spiritacademy.net. And now is the time to shine, because everything is focusing beautifully on you. You know, these energetic energies that are surrounding you right now in career, it's your time. It's your time, girlfriend, boyfriend. It's your time. Take advantage of it. Leo.
I'm
Love.
pulling I felt the need to go to my oracle deck, the wisdom of the trees. I'm going to go as close as I can without going blurry. Love, Leo. This is a card for the Leos that are getting over a broken heart. This is a card for the Leos that are healing. This is the linden tree, and all of the leaves are in the shape of a heart. There's a rainbow signifying that there will be happiness for you in the not so distant horizon. Close up. This is definitely a broken heart, but what to do to get over a broken heart? For me as an intuitive tarot reader, whenever there's an insect on a leaf or on anything that is connected to Mother Gaia, the earth, it's all about creativity. So it's telling me to tell you, in order for you to get through this broken heart as quickly as you can possibly can, is to really tap into your creative side, your own personal passions, recognize your self-worth, recognize your value. Go back to art, go back to baking, go back to gardening, go back to skateboarding, whatever was fun for you to do and brought back that childhood, that will really help you get over a broken heart. I'm going to pull over another card just because not everyone's dealing with a broken heart. This is the World card, okay? I'm just getting an intuitive download. The World card has so many meanings, but for a quick down and dirty read like we're doing here, the World card's about somebody coming into your life that has an accent. Somebody from a foreign land, somebody from a different culture, a different religion. You may be crossing the paths for somebody new in your life that is completely different than anyone you've ever dated before. And that's exciting. New is always exciting. And to embrace it, don't fear it.
Oh my gosh, I'm so jelly, Leo, because I want you to know that you're doing far better than you realize. Especially than you once thought you were. And so success and happiness are closer than you know. And it's so funny because I keep hearing Italian, mangia, eat Italian wine. Maybe it's a beautiful man from Italy, or a beautiful woman from Italy. I'm just really excited. This is going to be awesome. I'm jelly. Career, Leo.
It does. Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles. This is keeping it real. This is the working your ass off card. This is the workaholic card. This is planting all of your seeds and really working. This is for people who are just starting a career. They're really putting in their hours. They're learning every facet about their job, every facet about their career. For those of you in an existing job, you may have gotten a ton more of responsibility. They may be restarting their businesses with smaller people than you're used to. You may be part of a new startup, and it's all about working your tail off. But what I'm intuitively being told to tell you is learn every facet of your business or your industry. The best way to learn it is to learn from the ground up. Do not go into this job or into this career and say, I've already been there, I know everything. Relearn it. I mean, I own a liquor catering company. I went to bartending school because I wanted to know what my bartenders that work for my company have and the issues that they have to face every day. You learn your company from the ground, the bottom up, of how you need to embrace it. And that's how you learn and that's where you are right now. So don't be afraid of the long hours right now.
That is such a beautiful message, Michele, because that goes even deeper, even deeper. There's so many wonderful possibilities that are becoming available to you. I just want you to start saying yes, because the death card is all about changing. Yes. Release and surrender to this newness. The more you know, the more you grow.
Rainey, can you put that card back up again really fast? We have a lot of ships in water within the world of tarot. And as we know, water is all about emotions. And typically, water connects with Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. And the death card connects with Scorpio. It doesn't have to be you. It has to be part of your chart. We all have so many different signs in our chart. But in this particular card, for this particular read, the ship is on its way up. It's not on its way down. It's on its way up the wave. And you need to ride that wave. That's what it's telling me to tell you. You've got to ride the wave. And right now, if you're a little bit overwhelmed because you got more responsibility than you can handle, and you're working 70 hours a week, I'm telling you with that card to please just ride the wave, and it'll pay off in dividends.
And the ship is going towards a rising sun. A rising sun, a new day. So your mantra for this whole week is, I embrace the change in all forms. I embrace the change in all forms. I embrace the change in all forms. Because you see that the sun is yellow, that's your solar plexus, your root chakra. The sky was red. You need to be very grounded and clear. The blue is your throat chakra. And I want you to just keep continuing freeing this up. I embrace the change. I embrace the change in all forms.
Fantastic.
Let's go to Virgo. We'll answer some questions shortly. Post your questions below.
5 of Pentacles, love. Tough card, Virgo, keeping it real. This is sometimes being left out in the cold and not being left with the answers or the closure that you need in a love relationship. The 5 of Pentacles, if you can remember from the Rider-Waite deck, is the peasants outside of the church, and they're in the cold because all they have to do is look up and see that the church has invited them in, but they refuse to. They're happier staying in their world of lack because they have grown a comfortability in this world of lack. So in the world of love, this is if somebody ghosted or has not communicated with you, reach out. You have, I can't even put my words into this. You have the need to know what happened with this relationship. You have a desire to understand what happened to this relationship. I would reach out. That's what it's just intuitively telling me. If you're in an existing relationship, this card is also about giving people space. So this is also one of those cards that, as an intuitive tarot reader, if you are a codependent person or you're in a codependent relationship where you know it's a codependent and it's an unhealthy environment, it's telling you to take a little bit of space and take a little bit of isolation, or give your significant other a little bit of space and a little bit of isolation. People grow sometimes in empty spaces. And if you don't allow them that chance to grow, they're not going to be able to grow. So it's telling me to tell you to back off a little bit if it's you, or you back off from them a little bit if it's them. Only you know where you fit for it.
I love this. That's so true, because there's a lot of turmoil here. And when I bring up this death card right now, surrounding you, Virgo, the universe wants you to be really sure about what you really want. Because the universe listens, and whatever you're thinking and feeling very strongly, you're manifesting, good or bad. You know, if you're passionate about this, I want you to make sure that go do that inner work. The death card is all about inner purging. Do that inner work and be sure that's what you really, really, really want. And you know, when you take your last breath, I have the ability to see what people take when they take their last breath. And I don't want you to have any regrets. And Virgo, I see you having some regrets. So do that inner purging. That's what this death card is telling you to do. Like Michele said, just got to tell you how, like it is. The universe tells me. So let's go to career for Virgo.
Wheel of Fortune. Doesn't get better than that, Virgo. It's just turning in your favor. This, to me, if you're making an investment, it's the right investment. If you're ready to purchase a house, it's the right time to purchase financially. The Wheel of Fortune is the universe propelling you forward. This is my card of yes, yes, yes. If you're questioning to take this new job, the answer is yes. If you're questioning on whether or not you should accept the promotion, the answer is yes. If you are anywhere in the world of career, the answer is yes. The Wheel of Fortune is one of the most beautiful cards. What it also tells you is that you have completed a cycle, and be proud of yourself. Take a moment, because we rarely take a moment to pat ourselves on the back and say, good job. You have completed a cycle and you are moving forward. In fact, the universe is pushing you forward. This is a beautiful card for career. It says simply, go for it.
Yeah, and I don't want you to do that resistance. You need to really look at the law of non-resistance. That's what this death card is all about. It's about saying yes to change. It's about going with the flow. That's the one thing we haven't been doing in 2020, and that 2021 is asking us to do, is go with that universal flow. So let's go on to Libra. We have a question from a Libra, but we're going to do the reading as well. Let me read the question real quick from our Libra. So that is Dreamweaver 999. They want to know about real love, real commitment, the one. Is there really the one? Does it exist for me? And if so, when? Thank you for in advance, ladies. And this is a really tough question because it's never our timing. I want you to know when you let go of the outcome, the universe will deliver it, but the tighter you hold on to it, the less you're going to see it when it comes. So let's pull the love card for Dream Warrior 999, and this is love.
I got strength, and then I got the Page of Pentacles for this question. Let's go with strength first. Strength, the sign of Leo. Obviously, there's a line there, and the Leo season's right around the corner in August. It's telling me to tell you, because birds to me are the conduit between the 3D, which is where our human existence is, and the 5D, which is the ether, the universal existence. And birds to me are always communicating between us on the 3D up to our universe on the 3D. Are you manifesting exactly what you want? That's my question to you. Because the next couple months leading into Leo for this particular question is all about telling you to manifest everything that you want right now. But you've got to manifest in detail. You can't just say, is my real love coming in? You need to describe it. Is my love coming in? This is what I'm looking for. You know, you don't have to go into complete detail of, well, I want him to be 6 foot tall and brown hair. But what?
Oh no, don't do that.
Don't do that, because you'll miss what's in front. But what do you want? What do you want? You know,
I love this question.
Sometimes you get a karmic. Sometimes you get a karmic. What do you want? A soulmate? That's what? Somebody who's loyal, somebody who's honest, somebody that connects with you. Yes. All the pertinent information is what you need to put out to the universe. Because if you say, bring me a soulmate, soulmates come in many forms. Soulmates come in karmics. Soulmates come into some of the most treacherous relationships you will ever be in, designed just to give you a lesson to pick your ass up to move on. So you've got to be very specific in what you ask for. And maybe, Rainey, we can do a whole separate thing on tarot and manifestation. But going into it, the Page of Pentacles, okay, let me stop here. This is communication. Okay, so if you're sitting in your house waiting for Prince Charles to knock on your door, or Princess Charles, doesn't matter, they're not going to knock on your door. This is telling you to go out and seek things that are your passion and excitement. Be a page. Go back to your kid life. Go back to the things that make you giddy. Go back to the things that make you exciting. If you want to meet Mr. or Mrs. Right, you can't sit there and hope that they knock on your door. You've got to get yourself out there. The page says, go back to your childhood. What music made you happy back then? What did you eat that made you happy back then? What did you do that made you happy back then? And start putting some passions and getting out to those places that made you feel like a kid again.
I love that, because none of us really either dwell in the ideal world, but I think what you're doing, and I love what you said, Michele, I want you to manifest the aspects of the person, because if you want a 6'9" person, and that's what you want as your person, and this beautiful 5'12" or 5'11" person comes into your life, you're going to miss them. And that may have been that ideal person for you, because things are better than they seem. I want you to get out and be around, like you said, Michele, like-minded people. Do the things that bring you joy and happiness, because you're not going to meet them online, and you're not going to meet them through mutual friends. You're going to meet them doing things like the page, going back to things that bring you joy. Go back to that childlike person and remember who you were as that child, carefree. You were your most authentic self at that point in time. Go back to that time, and that's who you'll attract. Those like-minded, beautiful people. Your person is waiting out there. Things are better than they seem. Let's go to career for Libra. I hope this helped you. I hope this really helped.
Do we want to do career, or do we want to do a generic love for Libra? Because that was to answer her question.
Yeah, let's do
have a card for a quick generic love for Libra.
Yeah, let's do it. Do it.
Judgment. Heavy card. I could speak about this card for 2 hours, but it actually is the card of Libra. But judgment in the world of love is: are you harshing your partner? Are you picking them apart? Are you casting unfair judgment to them? Are they casting unfair judgment to you? You guys got to get on the same page. You've got to really not nitpick each other. And the judgment's all about seeing things realistically and making sure that your partner sees things realistically. And it all comes down to communication. Judgment can mean a bunch of things. Are you guys in the middle of a divorce? Is it back and forth? Judgment's all about legal cases, but in the generic world of love, it's all about remembering, let's not judge people. Even if you've been together for 30 or 40 years, you still don't know what's in your partner's mind. And you should not push rash judgment. You need to ask what they think and feel and not put your judgment on it. Okay, we're talking career now.
Yeah, and I want to, yes, there you go.
Six of Swords. Six of Swords is a very interesting card for career. If you can remember in the Rider-Waite, it's the gentleman that's in a boat with all the swords around them, and he has proverbially his wife and kid in a cloak getting out of Dodge. So it's a very quick movement card. So what it's telling me is if you're in an existing job and somebody has offered you a new job, I need you to take a step back and really identify if this new job, if you should jump ship from where you're at to take this new opportunity. Don't get caught up in the enamor that somebody likes you, wants you, and is excited for you to be a part of their new company. Make sure you do the research. Make sure you're not jumping a solid ship for a ship that's going to tip over in 6 months. So that's what it's telling me as far as job and career.
I love that, because really you have to look at what you've got and count the reasons that you have to be grateful for. I feel, Libra, I love this death card because there's a lot of inner purging that you need to do. Everything is perception. I want you to change your perception and your energy. When you change your thoughts and the energy, you really truly change your perception of the situation, and then you can handle it at a much higher level of competency. If you are not tuned in, you're not, and look at the perception in the highest and best, you're going to see distorted perceptions, and they're not always good for you. So look at what you've got, count the reasons you have to be grateful for. This is all about, again, transitioning. Go with the flow, transition through it. So let's go to Scorpio.
I'm pulling my oracle for Scorpio love, the eucalyptus. This is the card of complete healing. And I know you can speak about the chakras way better than I, but if you think about eucalyptus, it's used in that Vicks rub to open up your heart and to open up your breathing capacity. And I always say, whenever I get this card, it's time for you to open your heart again. If you want new love to enter your life, Scorpio, you need to open up your heart chakra and receive. And this is the other card of always helping people. So I just want you to be a little bit protective of yourself within the world of love, who you bring in, Scorpio. Make sure you do not bring in energy vampires. You can see that this particular branch doesn't even belong to the tree, but the Scorpio eucalyptus tree invited this branch to be a part of its already existing very solid and very stellar tree. Just be careful that the people you're bringing into your life right now, Scorpio, are not energy vampires. You know, your effervescence and who you are is so alluring and so exciting that you are like a light to moths sometimes, and they are attracted to your inner light, your inner beauty, and how amazing you are as a person. Be careful that you don't attract in people who take your energy, but don't provide you a healthy energy exchange.
100%, because you feel your sacral chakra, for me, is just incredibly muddy. And that's your authentic, true power. That's who you are at your core. That's who you are in this human existence. It just feels very, very muddy. And I kind of see those orange colors in the background. So I want you to really clear out that chakra and merge it with your heart. Merge it with your heart and bring your energy closer to you, because your energy is expanded way out here. And when those lights are turned on, all of those moths, it's like you're the only porch light on in the neighborhood. All of those moths with that extended energy out. You've seen a light bulb on a porch light and moths attracted to it. They try to snuff out that beautiful light. But when you have that beautiful yellow hue and you change that light bulb to that beautiful yellow hue, you don't attract those moths. So I want you to bring your energy close. Really work on your sacral chakra, merge it with your heart, and just bring your energy in and just encompass it with that beautiful orange. And then on the outside of that, that beautiful green chakra energy. And you will only attract what is for your highest and best.
All right,
now we are
Sag.
doing...
Now are we doing Scorpio work?
Scorpio work. And we have after this, Gail, who I think is a Scorpio, has a question for us.
9 of Pentacles. This is where the woman is standing in the garden with a bird on her shoulder, reflecting on all that has bloomed in her work environment. This is the second, probably the greatest card in the deck for career. This is absolutely being recognized for your work. This is an elevation from being somebody who works to being in management, or management to senior management. This is not only the outside world recognizing what you have done for this job, getting more money, getting more structure, getting maybe a contract that allows you the ability to stay with this company a long time. But what I love about this card the most is, for the first time in a very long time, you're recognizing your self-worth from the inside out on how well you've done. You know, in the workplace, we are so needing that pat from the boss's back, or needing that extra contract, or needing clients to say what kind of a great job we've done, that sometimes we fail to look at ourselves from the inside out, not the outside in, on how well we have done. This is the card that says, I'm doing a great job and I'm proud of myself. So take a moment to really bask in that, because you've earned it. This is more money coming your way. And more than that, it's self-worth. It's a beautiful card. Absolutely stunning.
This is the perfect card because it is also showing me that you're the builder of bridges. And so I want you to really be that person who builds that bridge of understanding between those misunderstandings. Because Scorpio, if there was never a time, you are the one, and you will be recognized for that. And more people will be coming to you for your sage advice, as opposed to just drama and bitching and pot stirring. You are that bridge builder. Continue that, because that's a beautiful strength you have, especially during this Mercury retrograde. We really need you. And so let's go to Gail's question. Gail, you are going to your, okay, so she's going to her bankruptcy hearing, and she wants to know if it will go well. So Gail, if you're listening, this is for you. Oh, and Dream Warrior 999 said, Michele, thank you. That was beautiful. Thank you. That was beautiful. She was our, oh my goodness. I don't know, but you're welcome. Libra. She was our Libra. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That's very kind.
He or she. I'm got to learn to be more mindful of that. So Gail, this is for you.
And this is for the court case. She's going through a bankruptcy court case. I'm keeping it real for you. I got to keep it real. I pulled 2 cards here. I pulled the Devil and the Hierophant. Those are 2 incredibly dichotomic cards to pull out. Okay. The Hierophant, though, is what we call the Pope. It's the closest between us and the universe. Okay. But this is a card that your legal counsel really needs to step to the plate. I'm keeping it real, because I also got the Devil card, and that tells me that the other side are giving either false information or they're fabricating something. I mean, listen, I'm not a legal counsel, and you should never take what a tarot card reader says as your complete gospel. But if I were you, I'd get on the phone to my lawyers right away and just say, I have a feeling that all of the information that they put forth on their side may not be 100%. I mean, when you have that devilish experience when somebody's talking to me about courts, you always have to really review in detail what the other side is presenting, because most of the time there's going to find something that's a little bit false in what the other side is presenting. But on the good news is, nobody can fool the Hierophant, the man who knows all. So your legal counsel will be definitely on the ball to be able to protect you. So to give you a definitive yes or no, I can't do that right now. But what I can tell you is that I really want you to get on the phone to your legal counsel and make sure that they review all of the documents from the other side to make sure that there are no hidden things that they may have missed. Because if there is, your legal counsel is absolutely gonna catch it. There's no fooling the Hierophant.
I love that, because that's exactly what Spirit is telling me as you were doing it. I was asking, my guides, my legal guide, Doc, to tell me, hey, what's going on with Gail? Gail, I would take what Michele said very seriously. I would even go down a couple of days before and look over all my paperwork to make sure that everything is included, because I feel that your attorney has a whole bunch of balls in the air and will really only prepare right as they walk into that courtroom. And we don't want that. I want you to point out, this is your opportunity to take this change, to make this transition, because again, this is what this card is all about. It's all about changing and transformation. Don't be afraid to speak up. And while she was talking, I love this deck. It's called the Oracle of the Energies, and I pulled out a tall tale. And it's kind of like Pinocchio. I love these cards.
Beautiful.
Aren't they beautiful? They're
Beautiful.
Colette Baron Reed and a tall tale. I love the Pinocchio and the hat. To me, I don't want you to be the puppet in that courtroom saying, no, that's not right. No, that's not right, to your attorney. I want your attorney to be prepared, and you to be prepared so that you can remind your attorney, excuse me, just a moment, and don't be afraid to just let them know, no, that's not correct, but let them speak. Don't take over what this attorney is saying. Just be mindful that that attorney just isn't as prepared as they should be. And I don't want you to be the puppet in that courtroom. If you can do all these things, there is a really beautiful outcome coming for you. But again, you need to prepare. You need to not resist this and know that you're going in there and you know that your attorney has all of the information in the background so they can make those wonderful, when appropriate, objections. You agree, Michele?
I do. I absolutely do. At the end of the day, sorry for the tough cards, but I got to keep it real. I mean, this is the devil card. The devil pulls the wool over people's eyes. The devil is all about temptation. The devil is all about taking somebody off the beaten path and deflecting them so that they don't look at the real thing. But then you have very smart attorneys and groups behind you who are the ones, this is the Pope, this is connected to God, the universe himself. So this is like a crazy, two ends of the spectrum cards for you. But, at the end of the day, you need to be your own advocate. And you can have the smartest, most sharp attorney that's brilliant and can pull words out of documents that mean something. At the end of the day, you're the one who's emotionally connected to this. You've got to be your own advocate.
Oh, see how good she is? Oh my God, you've got to book a reading with her. She's so freaking phenomenal. And this card for me, all I see, my eyes were drawn to the blues. So your throat chakra, make sure you do a lot of clearing of your throat chakra. Make sure that you are merging it with your heart. So when you speak, you come from a place of love and it will be received. When you do that, the receiving end, they'll receive what you're saying 100%. So I hope this helped you, Gail. I hope this helped. But Sagittarius, do we have any Sages in the house? Let us know.
Love. Temperance. Love. Sag, you are at a very even place in your life. That's what temperance is all about. One toe in the water for emotion and one foot firmly planted on the ground. Okay, the temperance card is very similar to the Six of Pentacles, also in the tarot card deck. The difference by getting the temperance card is that she is an angel directed by the heavens. You see the sun. We talk about the sun all the time in tarot as complete clarity and abundance. So the universe, your higher source, is bringing you a sense of balance right now. But with the toe in the water, in the world of love, you need to go for it. You need to push yourself in the water. Putting a toe in the water is good, but temperance is telling you to have the strength to move forward into something. So if you just started a new relationship, go for it. I love she's pouring water left and right. This is also a sign of Libra. Maybe the person you're connecting with has Libra in their chart. But the truth of the matter is, this is a card of balance and equality. Except that little toe in the water, put your whole damn foot in. If you really are looking for love, you got to put your foot in.
I love that because Nika, who joined us last week, she's here with this week. Thank you again for being so loyal and joining us. She is a Sagittarius and she asked us about love. But again, I want you to be totally open and upfront. There are no secrets hidden here. And that's what I love about the water. The water can be, there's a lot of stuff underneath that you may not see, but we want you to bring it up. I want you to be totally open, honest, and upfront. And it will align and activate your heart center to attract that beautiful other Libra. Let's go to career.
We're at Sagittarius, right? Yep, Sag. Right? Are we at Sagittarius?
Yes.
Career. King of Wands. Keeping it real. Keeping it real.
Pretty heavy stuff this week.
You know, it's career, but for those of you who are interested in your manager, director, or boss, think twice about crossing the lines. This is a card of having an extramarital affair or getting involved with a superior at work, keeping it real, okay? On the other side, it's telling me to tell you that idea you have for the company that you work with is off the charts. It's something that you have been thinking about for a long while, but have been afraid to say, hey, company, hey, manager, hey, director, or hey, business partner, can we try this? Try something new. Yes, yes, yes. Get it out of your head and get it out on the table. It's not only going to be a game changer for your business. If you work for people, if you have bosses, they're going to look at you like you were amazing. If you own the company, it's going to be a phenomenal extension of where you work in your business. Yes, yes, yes. Get that idea out of your head.
I love that you said that about some type of an affair at work or having to do with your career, because nothing is more seductive than a secret. And I want you to put a death to that, because this is not a good thing. And I 100% feel that with this Saturn Uranus alignment, it's going to be activating all those juices, and you're going to be weaving this incredible story in your head of this love affair. But let me tell you something. We want you to, in the moment, we want that truth and that thought to be not unveiled. We want it to be history. So bury it, put it away. Don't tell anybody about it. Yep, Michelle, go for it.
Keep it real. He's looking that way. He's not looking at you. So I'm keeping it raw and real. If you're going to risk everything, you better be looking, or he or she better be looking at you, not looking that way. That's all I'm saying. Okay, what do we have next?
So let's do Capricorn love. And we also have a question with a Capricorn. Let's see. Harleen, I'm terrible at names. I hope I pronounced that right. She wanted to know if she's going to be passing the bar. So let's do the love and the career, and then we'll do that question.
Okay, as you were saying that, I pulled this out for the question, so I don't mean to go backwards, but I have the question and answer.
Go with what you feel.
Queen of Swords, you're going to slay it. You're not going to pass it, you're going to slay it. It's all about intellect and communication, and you're going to go into that test with all the confidence in the world. Okay, that doesn't mean you should not study. You need to study across the boards and make it your priority. But the Queen of Swords, listen to the song by Idina Menzel, pop her on YouTube. She sings a song called The Queen of Swords. Not taking any shit, complete confidence, and that equates to 100% passing it and doing well. Okay, so I want you to know that whatever your fears are, if you put forth the effort that you need to, you will go into that with complete confidence. This is a definite yes.
Put your best foot forward in a very firm and decisive action before you go into the day before and the morning of this all-important test. You need to clear your sacral chakra. It's orange. It's your power energy center. It's who you are. It will help you put your best foot forward. And I want you to be firm and decisive. When you know your sacral is your personal power. You're going to go in there and know, I got this. I got this, because I don't want you to keep going around and around and around and have to take this again. This is a false assumption that you're making to yourself. You don't have to do that. Make up your mind, because you are really following the path that leads you to a happy life. You deserve it. You deserve it. You have the power to make something happen that will change your life forever. That's what the death card is all about, is change, transformation, transition, an end to an old life and the beginning, because when there's an ending, there's always a new beginning. You got this, right, Michelle? She's got this.
100%. Rainey, can you put up both death cards? You'll see in both death cards, there is a white rose. The white rose talks about being connected to your spirit guides, your ancestors, or your spirit guides.
Right
and
here.
that means that whenever we have the color white, that means your ancestors, your spirit guides, those that you connect with on the other side are really rooting for you. So I want you to go into this test knowing that if there are people on the other side that matter to you, they got your back.
And I want you to go out and buy some white roses because it will be a reminder. You know, sometimes we need to give our energy a little boost. And every time you look at that white rose, you know that the universe has your back. You got your back. You are confident and you have people who support you and who are uplifting you. For me, signs and symbols are everything. So go buy a white rose.
What are we up to? Caps?
Capricorn, love.
Page of Swords. I got to take another card. Okay, now I got it. Page of Swords, Five of Cups. Capricorn, in your existing relationship, don't start petty fights. Don't start fights over every little thing. Pick and choose your battles, because at the end of the day, it makes you feel bad. Okay, so Capricorn, I'm reading for you right now. I'm not reading for your significant other. I'm reading for you. So if you start picking fights with every little thing and everything that annoys you within your existing relationship, you end up feeling isolated and you feel bad. So it's just giving you a heads up that maybe that you have some behavioral changes that you need to make in order to make your relationship super healthy and happy. You know, not everyone can please everybody every day. Not everyone's going to get along. Certainly, if you're in a long-term relationship, it's easier to nitpick and go after each other. It's telling you to take a step back and to make sure that you don't fight every single battle that crosses your path in your existing relationship. Because at the end of the day, it's not a battle you win, even if you win. Even if you say to the guy, go take out the trash, you never take out the trash, and he takes out the trash, that night you're going to feel bad for yelling at him. This, whenever you pick a fight, it circles back to you feeling a sense of isolation and sadness. So pick and choose what's most important for you to dive into those battles, and don't nitpick at every little petty thing. Keeping it real. I got it. That's what I do.
Yeah, and I love that because for me, I picked up the death card and it was reversed. And that to me means on a very deeper level, you're going through a massive personal transformation. And in order for you to really connect deeper, if you're currently in a relationship, if you're married, whatever that relationship is, you need to do some deep inner healing, some deep inner purging. You know, I don't want you to share this with anybody else right now because it will be used against you. Wait until this personal transformation occurs, and then you can share your story of how I could have done something a little better. I am sorry for the way that I talked to you. And can I also tell you, you will release a lot of resentment towards that other person. I feel exactly what Michele said. She does keep it real. And, you know, say one more time, Michele, about that interpersonal, that other person, about you, even if you win, you don't win.
Well, that's really what this is about. It's about feeling bad. And even if you win the situation, even if you win the petty fight, you end up feeling a sense of isolation. So I'm reading for you. So I want you to be protected. There's certainly times that you need to speak your mind. You need to speak your piece. If you feel that something is tremendously going wrong, absolutely. But on the small petty stuff, just to be the one that wins, you end up losing. You're the one who's laying in bed at night going, I wish I wouldn't have said that, or I really feel bad, or this person blows up and, you know, you tell him to take out the trash and he blows up and takes off for 2 days. You're left feeling bad. I'm just here to protect you. Let go of the petty stuff. Don't sweat the small stuff. Really, if there needs to be an argument, make sure it's about the big stuff, not the little stuff.
100% agree. Capricorn, I want you to change the energy about that. I just want you to know that it's here to help you, not to beat yourself up. So let that go. You know, we all do things wrong in life, but what I love about what's happening with Mercury retrograde and all these lunar eclipses, this is all about transition and really going with the flow and coming out of this dark period that we've been in for the last little while, but emerging just brighter. So just take it that it's here to help you. So Capricorn career. I love that deck.
I know, I love that deck. I felt the need to pull it out. It's the Furminators. The Three of Cups is all about, I'm getting two messages, Cap. I'm going to keep it real here. In the workplace, the Three of Cups is all about collaboration. It's all about group activities. You know, not one person can finish a task where you're at. It's a group activity. You might have a team. You might have to have many moving parts within the office to make something work. It's telling you to embrace it. On the flip side, if you're given a project in the workplace that they think that you can do by yourself and you need some help, if you need some collaborative effort within your workplace, it's telling me that you have to be your own advocate and ask for it.
I love that.
What I'm getting with these cards for the workplace. Don't be afraid to ask for more help. Don't get into that terrible lack mentality that they asked me to do it. If I don't do it all myself, I'm going to look like a failure. You know what? This job task would be done fantastic, but I really need the assistance of the accounting department for their numbers. I really need the assistance of the graphics department to make it look absolutely. If we were to do a collaborative effort within our company, I think the project you gave me could skyrocket. There's a way to position it so that you don't feel like, oh my God, they're going to think I can't handle the tasks. Sure, you can, but if it's to the best of the interest of the company, ask for the collaboration.
And I love this because I picked this up, turned it around, and it was upside down. So that's the reverse. I think you still carry harmful viewpoints about yourself and your abilities from the past. And they're really interfering with this new opportunity. So you really have to let go. You know, the death card is transformation, needing to start over. But moreover, for you, this is letting go of the past. Be more present, be in the future. You got this. So let's go to love for Aquarius.
I pulled the oracle for this because I was just feeling it. Glad I did. The oak tree. So I could go on for 2 hours about this card, but in the world of love, the oak tree is the solid, most steadiest tree in the forest. That means if you have entered a new relationship, this could have the potential of being the most solid relationship that you've ever been in. If you're looking for love, I'm going to get up real close. I hope it doesn't go blurry. You will see in weird places, leaves are growing where they shouldn't. This is a solid trunk. And here there are leaves growing out of the trunk in weird places. What that's telling me, Aquarius, if you're looking for love, you've got to look for love in places you don't usually look. And that's where you're going to find a blossoming, solid, there's a stamp of a king's crown here. That's where you're going to find the royal love of your life. So it's telling me to tell you to look in not the places that you typically look, because there's growth here in places it should not grow.
I love that because honestly, Aquarius, if you can truly imagine something, you know, we all daydream. I want you to start daydreaming, because once you do and you start feeling it from the inside out, you start that energy ball rolling. And so there's a lot of beautiful things coming to you. Look at all this new growth. This is a time of new growth and transformation for you. This is a beautiful period of time for love for you. So just open your heart up, make up your mind that you can be loved and you have the ability to love. And I want you to accept that love back. Just open your heart, make up your mind, and just allow it to flow in you and through you. So let's go for career.
Two of Wands. Then in this deck, I pulled the Three of Cups, which we got in the other deck. So for career, and I know we're running out of time, so I'm going to jump in. Two of Wands, you're going to have two opportunities for two different jobs. It's telling you with the scroll underneath his hand to absolutely research both companies for you to make the best decision for yourself. Wands are all about passion. Wands are all about action. Wands are all about plans of action. But it's telling you that you have the potentiality of having two job opportunities for you. Or if you're a manager, on the flip side, you have two candidates that you want to hire for whatever job that you are hiring for. And it's telling me with the scroll for you to research them online. You may see things about one of the candidates that are not so up and up online, and that may help you sway your decision. Then we have the Three of Cups, because I pulled two for the work. It's very similar to the Three of Cups that we just got, but the Three of Cups is really about celebration and family and the people around you. So I want you to recognize, if you're a manager, that your employees are doing a great job. If you are somebody who works for somebody else, I want you to recognize that there's a joyful experience. The Three of Cups is all about jovial celebrations, excitements. You know, I want you to recognize that you're working for a company that values you.
I love that. And I want to put the death card up. Really important for you right now, Aquarius. You're resisting, and I don't know why you are resisting. I want you to summon up some courage, and I want you to start taking action within self-care, I want you to feel confident about who you are, because you'll be so surprised how everything, if you don't resist this and you accept that I am good, I am confident, how surprised everything will fall into place, especially in the workplace. So your mantra is, everything is falling exactly where it needs to be. I am on my truest path. The universe is guiding my way. I am on my path. I am on my path. I am on my path, and everything will fall perfectly into place. So Pisces, let's do some love for you.
Indian bean. Watch out, Pisces. They have leaves, they have flowers, they have beans. One of them is poisonous. Okay, so it could be hidden by the beautiful flowers. It could be hidden by the dramatic leaves. It could be hidden by the beans itself. So if you're starting a new relationship, it's telling me to keep your eyes wide open, because there's some part of this new person that is poisonous. It may not be the beautiful exterior. It may not be what you see, but it's telling me to have you keep your eyes open. If you're in an existing relationship, there's somebody from the outside trying to poison your existing relationship. It doesn't always have to be a significant other, meaning an affair. It could be a family member butting in on your situation, planting seeds in their daughter-in-law or their son, their son-in-law, to cause some ruckus. But I want you to remember, whenever I have a bird touching my leaves in any one of my oracle or tarot decks, it's divine. I call it touchdown. Divine is right here. You got to listen to your intuition. But when in love, this particular Indian being is all about making sure you don't just look at the beautiful flowers. Make sure you don't look at the captivating leaves. You see these beans over there? Probably not so good for your digestive situation. So it's telling you to really look at the whole package of the person that you're with, or the person you just started dating, and not just the packages that you want to look at.
Right? Because we don't fall in love with the outside. We should fall in love with the inside and those aspects and how they make me feel. And again, with the death card, I just really feel that you need to change your perception. You have some unhealthy attachments in your life, but if you remove them, it paves the way to a fuller, more deeper relationship. It's filled with deeper meaning and significance. So really important that you let go of that old belief system. So let's go for career.
I think this is our final card. What do we got here? We got the Nine of Pentacles for career. Well, congratulations, Pisces. This is an amazing, beautiful card for career. Okay, it is also, again, she's looking in the garden at all the seeds that she has sown. This is getting awarded a new contract. This is getting awarded a bonus. This is getting awarded money, recognition, and you remember from that other card, if you've listened to this entire video, that this is also self-recognition, that you're finally coming into light that, hey, I'm doing a great job. I not only enjoy my boss, my coworkers, the world, the industry recognizing me with either an accolade, more money, or just recognition, but for once, I'm finally loving it myself, or holding the line, holding the tiger. Okay, gonna go.
I love that.
There are apples also in this card, and apples usually are that devilish temptation, like watch out, warning, warning, Will Robinson. Not in this card. The apples talk about risk, and as we know in business, sometimes making and taking risks equals a bigger reward. So that's telling me in the near future, Pisces, a couple of risks in the business place are going to present themselves. Always do your research. Always make sure that you are making a sound decision, but it's kind of a yes. So I got to give you a yes here, because none of the apples are falling. They're firmly planted on the tree. And it's telling me to tell you that risk equals return in the office space. And maybe you need to go for it a little bit.
Maybe. Do you think, Pisces? Because what I want you to know with this energy, this Saturn-Uranus alignment that we have, it is bringing your dreams up into reality. So I just need you to have a little more patience, because you're going to succeed in, when you speak, you're going to be able to have other people understand your point of view a lot easier. So just know that everything is working in your divine timing. This is a great card for career. Unbelievable. We're going to answer one more question, but before we do, I want to remind you we have the great giveaway. So if you go on to Michele, what is your Instagram?
At Signs of Tarot.
Mine is at Spirit Academy with Rainey. We have all the details for the great giveaway. It's a reading with Michele, live and in person, well, via Zoom, with Michele and I. So we have one last question, and this is from Patricia. And I just felt, I know we're running over, but I just felt really, really called to answer her question. Now, I do want to let you know that we are not medical professionals. I am a medical medium, a medical intuitive. I just want you to take this with a grain of salt, but I really feel that we can help you here. She said, I just had surgery September 29th, 2020, almost a year ago, that did not go as planned. My surgeon said he's happy to correct the issue at hand. Should I go back into surgery? Because I'm terrified I could have the same outcome.
Well,
I'm going to draw another. Go ahead, Michele. I'm going to draw another card while you are answering.
No, that's okay. We have the High Priestess here. The High Priestess is the woman who knows all and tells nothing. The High Priestess is also intuition. And so I got to do this. Ace of Wands, I just got to say, I don't know how many second or third opinions you have had, but I'm just telling you, again, I'm not a medical advisor, and in a tarot read, it is not my specialty, but I'm reading the cards. And the Ace of Wands tells me that this is an operation you need to have, but not necessarily with the same surgeon that did it the first time. Okay, and it's telling me that you need to really go after a second opinion or a third opinion, and just get all the information, because this is the woman who knows all. So I want you to go into this operation, this surgery, the second round, knowing all. Okay, and when we have the King of Pentacles, keeping it real. The King of Pentacles cares about money and cares about wealth and cares about building their wealth. So if this is representative of your original surgeon, I really, with the Ace of Wands, it's telling me to tell you to jump over the moon, get a couple of other opinions, invest that time in yourself so that you can have all the information. And if the couple of other opinions say, we're going to get the same outcome as this person did, then you know your answer. And that's all I know. I don't know you the way Rainey does. I don't know what the surgery is talking about. But I do know when I get the High Priestess, it's telling me that you don't know all the information that you need to make a wise decision for yourself, and that you need to really do that research to become that High Priestess who knows all. Because if you knew all, you wouldn't be asking this question to us right now. I just got to keep it real, and God bless it to you on any surgery you need to take, and we're by your side, sending you positive love and light always.
100%. Smoke and mirrors. You can't make this shit up, Michele. Let me see those cards again, because look at the purple in here. Purple to me, the one in the middle, purple to me is listen to your intuition, listen to your insight. I agree with Michele 100%. You need to seek a different surgeon. And I don't feel that it's in the same area that you're in. So like Michele said, it might cost you a little more, but it's going to be well worth it. I don't want you to go back to the same surgeon, because it is smoke and mirrors. You're going to have the same outcome, unfortunately. If it's a surgery that you don't have to have immediately, take your time and really, really do your homework. And I would also ask to see past performance. You know, what have they done in this field? Google them, because you can find a lot of information, a lot of truth telling. And there's a lot of bullshit up there on the internet, but you can also find a lot of truth telling about people. They will post about bad experiences. So believe it or not, you'll find the information that, oh no, this is not so good. Oh, wow, this had really good outcome. Just dig deeper, dig deeper, dig deeper. I want to thank everybody who came. Allie, Nika, Grace, Wendy, Illuminate Vegas. Hi, thank you for joining us. Let's see, who else do we have? We have Gail, we had Dream Warrior 999, Harleen, Patricia, Gail, let's see who else, Grace Dominguez, so many people. If I missed your name, I'm so sorry. I just want to thank you all. We did run over, but where can we find you, Michele? Look how great she is. Book a session with her. You will not ever be disappointed. Where can we find you?
Thank you. www.thesignsoftarot.com or my YouTube channel, thesignsoftarot.com, or 702-233-6996. I'm all over the place, but I thank you so much for your time, for watching Rainey and I week after week. I wish you all a beautiful surge for this energy, and I can't wait to see you next week.
Subscribe, hit that little bell so you don't miss us next time. God bless you, Michele. Enjoy your week. Thank you,
Love you.
everybody, for coming. God bless.